the Abbey in Athy in County Kildare on the day that Fergus and Maeve will say I do in this most magnificent venue. And joining me here we have Karina, Minister Louise and Marion, who, apart from yourself, Louise, are on the platform. You finished the platform, you've graduated, and they're here to shadow me today. Ladies, what do you think you may learn, or have you learned anything so far in the last few minutes that you've landed and have settled in?
It's great to get here and see it all, of course. If you have had your own wedding recently, the ins and outs of it and what's going on in the background for yourselves, but to see it from a different perspective is great. All the little tips, the tricks, and being prepared for every eventuality. I know you said you got a little bit of traffic coming down from Dublin. You have to leave so much time for everything just in case. It's great to give it a little bit of a trial run like that.
Absolutely. And I know you're going to learn so much from seeing how it is unfolding. Already we've met with Fergus. He's brought in the rings. You've seen how the tables are laid out. Even what to avoid maybe wearing coming down the road.
Yes.
Little hints and tips and tricks. Marion, you're doing really well. You're working on your wedding at the moment.
I am, and I'm enjoying it. The backup and the help is brilliant, I'll have to say. I don't know how you have the patience. This place is beautiful, and I really appreciate having the opportunity to actually see the Queen and
I don't know about that, Marion, at all.
to see the legal side of it is very important for me, rather than just the ceremony. So the Green Book, Lorraine has gone through all, needs to be checked, make sure it's all in place before we start, which is very important. Could be overlooked with a bit of nerves. Now we know. That's the first thing. Fergus came in with his rings. The place is looking beautiful. I got here, I had hoped to get earlier. It took me an hour to get part of the motorway, but I got here. You are right to be really prepared, over-prepared. Everything here is set up wonderful.
It is. It's fabulous. And Karina, you're almost at the end. You're at your funeral.
Yes, I'm nearly through my funeral, which I found is possibly the most difficult part. I think personally to write your own funeral, it's quite a task in itself. I found it really hard, and I suppose you were saying, Karina, my married name or my maiden name, and I find it trying to remove myself from me and try to make different persona just to try and not make it as emotional and to try and do it justice, because I would imagine when you write that funeral, that is going forward for anyone else you'll ever meet, trying to keep that professionalism and yet not over emotionalize things. And to write your own has to be possibly the most emotional you could write, because you don't really want to go anywhere for a while. I found this has been such an experience, the whole year of it, and I've probably dipped in and out because I am working as well. When time permits, I try and get to it. It takes me even a few days to get back into it, and you might redo some of the literature that you've provided online. It's amazing. It's just so much. Like, I was trying to keep a notebook, and I was like, it was just so much of pages, and you really have to write everything out because everything is so important. But here today, when you hear something, you forget, but when you see, you remember. And now to do it, you'll understand it. I think for me to get the opportunity to shadow, I'll be a bit more confident and won't be as nervous about the whole thing going forward, because it is a new departure. This is not something we've done. And because I suppose in Ireland we've been brought up and we know what a wedding is like in a church and we know what a funeral is like in a church, to step outside that and make it a little bit more eclectic and maybe more personal for the families, this is so amazing.
Yeah, it is.
For me today, I was nervous about coming up. I was only a 45-minute drive, but gosh, I couldn't even tell you what I heard on the radio. I was really nervous. It's where I was doing it, wondering, will I be able? It's even lovely to meet some other people here today.
Yeah.
That's not just me on my own.
And it's lovely, that connection. It's when we meet like this for the shadowing, or when you come to see a graduation as well. There's huge learning there, and we try to emphasise, try and get to HH once, Homestead House once, because you will go away with so much learning after that. So for now, we're going to wrap it up. We have Leinster String Quartet. They're going to set up the beautiful music today. We have David Moore Photography. We have entertainyou.ie who have set up the decor. There's an array of people here. I want to thank these fantastic ladies for making the trip here to the Abbey High in County Kildare, and I really want to say a massive thank you to Maeve and Fergus for allowing this opportunity. See you at the end.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.